Welcome to the Undisputed podcast of the world.
Ding, 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 ding.
How's it going, Trebuchets? I am the one, the only Trebuchet. It's great to be back for another week of wrestling talk. To my left, one of the other co-hosts of this show, Chad Showtime Schultz. What's going on?
It's good to be here. I'm your new general manager.
Oh,
after
yeah?
the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So I think I'm back and I'm better than ever. Like Eric Bischoff. I think we're gonna have a good time with me in charge.
Can you put Trebuchet in line?
I certainly will try.
Good. That is laughable.
If
You'll have my backing on that.
Trebuchet, if you don't straighten up, you're gonna have to go one-on-one with the Undertaker plan.
I think I'm willing to do that at this time in his career. I think I can take him. Sitting directly across from Chad Showtime Schultz, the one, the only, the A-Train. How is it going?
Not too bad. Good to be here.
All right, and also in the room with us, wearing a Trebuchet World Tour shirt, Cody Ghodes, looking very fashionable today.
Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I try.
The name of the game today, you guys, is upsets in pro wrestling. And
I did my best A-Train impression this week and took a bunch of notes.
Oh, really?
I got a big old stack of
You got a list going?
talking points going on over here.
All right.
I also got some talking points for a little thing I like to called Showtime watches Impact Wrestling.
I can't wait for that. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. We're going to have that coming up soon. But let's talk upsets. We got to start out with this one. One of the biggest upsets in recent history. Ending of the streak, WrestleMania 30, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. It was the first WrestleMania on the WWE Network, too,
Yep.
I believe. It was a lot of history being made in this one.
It's crazy to think that Brock Lesnar could ever be involved in anything like an upset. Or like winning was him being an upset.
Yes.
But this was the one time they go, well, Brock can't win.
Right. The Undertaker was undefeated at WrestleMania,
And the ending to that match just looks insane.
Oh yeah, no, I was sold that the Undertaker should have been beat.
Undertaker is concussed like crazy. Mm-hmm. Lesnar gets him like after like an F5 and just like goes right. It just looks strange. It doesn't flow like a normal match.
No.
It left people holding their heads like, what did I just see?
You just watched the Beast destroy the Undertaker. Is what you watched there.
And people asked after the match, they go, "Well, the Undertaker's clearly hurt. Like they brought Vince McMahon left with the Undertaker in an ambulance before the show was even over."
Right, I heard that.
He didn't see Daniel Bryan do all the stuff. People would ask, wonder if that match went the way it was supposed to. Like, I wonder if it
was the streak supposed to end
went
there,
as booked. And Paul Heyman cuts this promo where he says, well, let me offer you a different side of things. If Brock Lesnar, a national wrestling champion and a former WWE champion and a UFC heavyweight champion, if he decided he wanted to break the Undertaker's streak and the Undertaker didn't want him to, do you think Brock Lesnar would be stopped by that? Or do you think Brock Lesnar, for a moment, decided, screw the system, I want to be the guy that breaks the streak, and this little old man can't stop me? And Brock Lesnar went into business for himself and became the one in 21-1.
That's very interesting. I don't think that's
No,
the case.
I don't think that's what happened.
I
When
don't
Brock
think
Lesnar,
that's the case.
Paul Heyman told this. It was just a great promo where like.
Well, it's a testament to Heyman too, because him during that match, after the 3 happened, the shock on his face. There's that classic meme of the one guy,
the dude with his eyes are just bugging out.
Yeah, like that. It was the same look on my face, just like pure shock. I couldn't believe that I just saw this happen.
Yeah,
it was amazing. It's gonna live down in infamy as one of the greatest upsets, if not the greatest upset of all time.
Probably the most watched upset.
Oh yeah,
the one that will be seen the most.
Definitely.
Although I do think it's a fine choice. I do wonder. It's different than the normal upset though, because normally an upset is like a guy who has no business beating the other guy under any circumstances wins. Where Brock Lesnar has beaten the Undertaker many times and was easily like the tougher guy and the better built guy in the fight.
That's
so
fair.
The circumstances made it an upset, but the guys involved didn't.
That's fair. All right, well, I'll piggyback on what you said here about a guy who has no business beating the other guy. Hurricane Helms over The Rock.
He's The Rock.
The Rock is definitely the more physically gifted of the two athletes.
He's easily the bigger star.
Mm-hmm. And I believe this was on Monday Night Raw.
It was.
He beat him with a choke slam?
I think so.
I think it was a choke slam that he beat him with, and it was ridiculous because, I don't know, The Rock was the man at the time. Everything The Rock did at that time turned to gold, and, it was shocking.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking.
The Hurricane was in a great place in that point in his career because it was he won sometimes. He definitely had good wins, and those wins built him up, but he also at the same time had this idea where, people expected him to lose, so if he lost, it didn't hurt him.
Exactly, yeah. He didn't need to win, but
he
every
was a
once in a while
guy
he would
you
shock
expected to lose that still won pretty frequently.
Yeah.
So his wins counted towards him, and his losses you wrote off.
Yeah.
He was in a valuable place in that point of his career.
You could put him in the mid card. You could put him with the heavyweights. You could put him with the tag teams.
He filled a lot of spots. I liked him a lot. Tagging with Rosie.
the superhero in training, the shit.
Yeah.
That's what they called him, swear to God. But the Hurricanes also got another one of the upset victories. It was part of the Monday Night Wars. It was he beat Hulk Hogan on Monday Night Nitro.
Helms beat Hulk Hogan?
Helms beat Sugar Shane beat Hogan.
Didn't Kidman beat Hogan one other time?
I think it was Kidman too. I hope I'm not screwing them up. I hope I'm not screwing them up.
I think you're confusing. I'm pretty sure Kidman beat Hogan. I don't think Shane Helms beat Hogan. I was gonna mention.
Well, let's talk about that one.
Kidman beat.
It was a street fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kidman is over crazy with the fans. That shooting star press is insane.
Mm-hmm.
People like him, and he got a win over Hogan. And wow, they're gonna turn this kid into something, and then they just
didn't.
They didn't.
They did the WCW thing to him.
They did that to the guys like Jericho. They did it to a lot of people. But yeah, Kidman has a win over Hogan clean.
Yep, that is a true fact. All right. How about the 1-2-3 kid over Razor Ramon? Also on Monday Night Raw. It was in the early stages of Raw. I don't know if it was on the first Raw.
I think it was on the first Raw. I'm fairly certain it was.
But this is a lot of people talk about this, and I didn't really watch a ton of WWE at the time, so I don't really have a first-hand account of it. I've seen the match, and the reaction of the crowd is they're like, oh, I couldn't believe this happened, and then he the way the kid runs away in the shotgun Razor's face after just
because kid had been there weeks, under different names.
Yeah, he was the kid at one point. I think he was 1-2-3 kid.
He became 1-2-3 kid when he won the match.
After this?
They won the match. They go, well, now he's the 1-2-3 kid
because he got the 1-2-3. Okay, and then it became 6-Pac, then X-Pac, and now we call him Sean Waltman. And he does.
He says he's
crazy
good.
things.
He said online he's good with any of those names. You can call him Sean Waltman. He's cool with being called his real name.
Yeah.
Which a lot of guys aren't. He's fine with it. Doesn't mind being called X-Pac or 6-Pac or 6.
Yeah.
None of that bothers him. Or 1-2-3 kid. He says, don't call him kid. Don't ever just call me kid, because that's for my friends.
Oh, okay.
That's just a weird note that he's like, I'm good by any of my wrestling names. I'm good with my real name.
Yeah,
which is pretty generous. Like I said, a lot of the guys aren't okay with that.
You better call me by my stage name.
You don't know me well enough to be calling me by that.
Yeah, don't be like, hey, Phil. Yeah. You don't know me as Phil.
Oh, he hates that more than anybody. A lot of guys don't like it. CM Punk hates it.
Oh man, I love this stuff. All right, that was a couple of them on Raw. Let's talk about the WWE Championship. I would say Bob Backlund winning the WWE title was one of the biggest upsets in WWE Championship history.
It's a big one, and then he proceeds to get killed by Kevin Nash.
8 seconds.
Yeah,
8 seconds.
That was a brutal looking powerbomb too.
Oh man, and Bob sold it too, man. The way, I read up on this recently, and it said that Kevin Nash said that Bob really put him over because he crawled to backstage.
Yeah.
He really sold it, which guys don't do so much anymore. We'll get into that as soon as Showtime gives you his intense impact diagnosis coming up later.
Also, in the
teaser.
with the WWE title, I feel like The Miz winning the WWE title was a bit of an upset.
That's a bit of an upset.
He
I'd
beat
say
John
that.
Cena at Mania. Or no, he did.
He retained. He was the champion going
Who
in.
did he win it? Who did he win? I forget who he won it from.
He may have beaten Cena for it.
I think he very well could have.
Like, he may have beaten Cena for it. It was a pay-per-view, I'm pretty sure. It was maybe the Rumble. Maybe the one before that. I don't remember.
But I just remember thinking he'd never get there.
No,
like the
no.
WWE didn't
Oh my
see him
God.
that way, and the fans didn't see him that way. I just thought Miz will never get there.
And now he's, like, so over. When he talks, people either love him or hate him, but they are talking about The Miz.
I wouldn't hate to see him in another world title run.
I'd like
I
to
really
see it
love
too.
him in his mid card spot. I think he's doing great where he's at. I don't think he's doing it. I don't think he's doing anything wrong. But I also think that sometime he deserves another shot.
As a Miz fan, I am personally insulted that he hasn't gotten that second push for the main title yet, because he's been there. He said it this week. He's been there 12 years.
My only fault with the Miz actually isn't even completely a fault.
What's that?
I think he's perfect for the company he exists in.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of WWE, I don't think he'd make it. He doesn't. He wrestles safe. He wrestles slow. He doesn't hurt anybody. I don't know if he's ever hurt anybody ever.
No, he doesn't have the moveset to hurt somebody. Like, it's very safe, like you said.
He has a safe moveset. He's all psychology, not moves.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so his skill set, his repertoire, I don't think would get him over anywhere else. I think part of the reason he's also done so on WWE with he went from being completely ostracized. People didn't like him.
Oh, people hated him.
But he became a company guy through and through.
Yeah.
They need you to go on the Kids' Choice Awards and smile and get slimed under your head. Miz is happy to be there.
He'll do it. He'll have a smile on his face.
He'll gladly wear a $5,000 suit to go get
just
green-colored cornstarch dumped on him.
Yeah, absolutely.
They said, that's what the slime tastes like is pancake batter.
I've heard that.
It's mainly just pancake batter.
The New Day would love it.
That's funny.
That's going to be the next thing they're going to be dumping on people.
Slime. There's an Xavier Woods joke in there somewhere. Yeah.
But no, the Miz does it. You need him to go overseas. You need him to go entertain the troops.
He's
do
happy.
that.
He's happy to do.
You need him to go to Hollywood. You need him to go make the Marine 19. He'll do that too. And he'll do it with a smile on his face, and he'll tell you about it. You don't see John Cena plugging his Marine movies anymore, do you?
No, it's because he's not in them.
Yeah, well, he was with the first one at least.
Yeah, he was in the first one. Funny story with the Marine. Do you remember when Randy Orton was supposed to be in the Marine, and I think they took him out of it, and that's when the Miz went in.
I thought he was the Marine.
No, Randy Orton never was the Marine. They advertised him as going to be in the movie.
I was going to say,
they took him out and put the Miz in. Do you know why?
Why? It had to be backstage stuff.
No, Randy Orton has a dishonorable discharge from the military on his record.
Oh, I did not know. Which branch?
I'm not sure. I want to say Navy or Marines, but don't hold me to that. I won't. He's a dishonorable discharge from the Army, and the veterans were like, you're gonna put the WWE, this company that clamors to veterans and cares so much about the country, is gonna put a guy with a dishonorable discharge in a movie where he plays a soldier. Like, we're not alright with that, and WWE caved to that politics.
Oh yeah, that was in the think of the PG era too. I think is when
it
that
was
going on. So they were trying to be as not controversial as they could be at that time, and that's what you got.
Other title upsets. I feel like Carlito winning the U.S. title and Santino winning the Intercontinental title on their first nights.
Both of those down now.
Were very impressive.
Put both of those guys on the map.
Absolutely, it was a strong start for both of them. Gail Kim winning the WWE title on her first night.
First night, yeah. Wow. First night's a big deal.
She hadn't really been heard of before that.
I didn't know who she was. I saw it, I'm like, there's no way. Because I think she fought Trish? Or Lita?
I thought she won a Battle Royale.
Was it a Battle Royale?
I think she won a Battle Royale for the time.
She's won. She did this in TNA too. She was first champion ever, or won the title on her first day.
I think she was the first person to ever do that, actually, too.
Yeah. Wasn't she the first Divas champion too? Like she had a bunch of firsts. I remember.
Did she win a Battle Royal to become Divas champion? That would make sense.
Well, she won the women's title.
No, she won the women's title her first ever night in the company.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I thought she became. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. She's got a. She's got the TNA one. She was the first ever.
She was the
women's
first.
TNA one.
She was the first ever
Let's
TNA
look it up.
champion.
I thought she had one more first underneath her belt, but I don't recall because it's been a while since I've seen Gail Kim.
Someone who has gotten drunk before and watched the TNA video about her history with Awesome Kong, which is like 8 different DVDs in TNA. The joke and a test. He's got a crate full of cold
Just
upstairs.
a small crate.
On that note, I'm still hyped about the idea of you and I like doing like a
Commentary
like a
set?
reaction commentary thing for a couple
yes.
things.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll definitely have to break the TNA DVDs out for that.
We will do that. I'll be like, all right, which year do you want and which event do we want? Open lockdown. I want to watch some cage matches.
I think Terry Funk winning the ECW title at Barely Legal could be considered.
That was
an
really
upset.
cool. That's an upset.
It was
definitely.
I
I didn't see him winning that at that age.
No.
Well, I think Terry Funk winning the NWA championship for the first time was kind of an upset too. Like honestly,
I don't actually know a lot of the background about that.
the guy he won it from, I believe the way it went down is he thought it was a 2 out of 3 falls match, and he ended up tapping out to a fall to Funk, and he ended up winning it, and. Like he was like, I couldn't.
Was it a double cross? Did they like?
No.
He
It
just
was a
made
lapse
he
of
just made a
judgment.
mistake.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're in the.
okay.
I think it was Terry Funk. I hope it's not Dory Funk. I hope I'm not getting them mixed
I was
up.
gonna say that sounds more like a Dory Funk situation than a Terry Funk situation. I could be wrong.
Okay, well, one of the because Terry Funk when he won it, he popped the referee in the face. I remember that.
Gail Kim won a 7-woman battle royal to win the title on June 30, 2003, and that's all I got.
Okay.
Does not say anything about any special firsts or anything.
Okay. Well, get back to me, internet nerds.
Sheamus winning the WWE title from John Cena. That was an upset, and that might have been a botched finish as well.
Yeah, I
Well,
can see
that table match, Cena fell very ungracefully through a table from kind of a non-spot. Cena
it
was
was
just
like,
climbing the top
woo.
rope.
Top rope. That's pretty much what he called it. What you might the
Cena's-
top rope drop.
Yeah, Cena's climbing the top rope, and Sheamus just kind of gives him a little shove. Not nothing. Like it looked,
pushed them, but
it
like-
looked like nothing compared
Yeah.
to what it should have been. And yeah, Cena just falls
It's like,
through the table.
well, give him the belt.
yeah, like,
oops.
it was weird. And Sheamus didn't have it long
No.
after that, so I wonder about that.
Yeah. All right, one for sure that I know. The Mick Foley original title win, I would say, is an upset.
Yeah, that'll put butts in seats.
Well, that's the ratings jump. Like
Yeah.
they spoiled it
WCW,
for WCW.
WCW never won another
Monday Night War,
Monday night episode after that. It was the turning point in the
one?
wars.
where Foley won the title.
So Mick Foley wins his first WWE title on Raw. Nitro, they'd been making a habit of reading WWE's results on Nitro. So you didn't have to tune up because Raw was taped and Nitro wasn't.
Yeah.
So Eric Bischoff would read the results of Raw on Nitro, so you didn't have to turn the channel, which is dirty boxing.
Yeah.
But was it Shivani?
It was Tony Schiavone.
Yeah,
that said it.
infamously says, "Oh, and the fat man Mick Foley wins the WWE title. That'll put butts in seats." And almost immediately, the ratings dropped for Nitro,
Yeah.
And people
flipped to Raw, and they never won another episode
That's
after that.
crazy, yeah. I've heard that before.
Yeah, I love it because like I'm a big Mick Foley guy, and it just seems like a probably the biggest win in like from fans' perspective of him like
Speaking of Mick
being
Foley,
a good guy.
Speaking of Mick Foley, I feel like him winning the ECW tag titles with Mikey Whipwreck.
Oh,
one of
Mikey.
the bigger. He likes it. He really, really likes it.
Hey, Mikey, what do you have to say? I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
He really likes it. Like, it was so good. They had great chemistry. Because Mikey, did he have the neck brace on at that time and everything? And
yeah, he did.
he'd always come out with like a crutch.
I think the Public Enemy had like pile driven him.
Yeah.
So he's wearing the neck brace, and yeah, he and Mick Foley win the.
Did
when
Mikey score the pin?
think he did.
Like the fans were like, "What?" Because
Yeah.
like he was the people's
he was the jobber. He
Yeah.
was on the ring crew, and he was running around the ring one time. They go, well, that kid can bump.
yeah, pretty much.
Fucking have get in there and have someone kick the shit out of him.
Yeah, exactly, and it worked. It worked. The thing about him though is they didn't give him an offensive move.
Yeah.
Mikey did not have an offensive move at all. Like he could cover you and fall on you, like maybe blast you with something, but he wasn't gonna like put you in a lock. It was amazing. It's great rating. You don't get that anymore.
Another one of the ones I actually saw recently, a video about it, was the Heavenly Bodies lose to the Thrill Seekers in Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountain. So this is like the 80s?
Yep.
Maybe the 70s?
I think it was No, it was 80s. I think Jericho and Lance Storm beat the Heavenly Bodies. I think it was that was Lance Storm and Jericho's first gig in the States.
Okay.
They had been around Canada and Japan at that point. I forget the event, but it was like their biggest event of the year, and they've been building this match where the Heavenly Bodies are leaving, and they're gonna put over the Thrill Seekers, and Jericho is practicing shooting star presses before the match.
That's crazy.
Just like before the night starts, he's practicing shooting star presses in the ring, and Cornette, who's running Smoky Mountain, like, don't fucking do that. You're gonna hurt yourself. Like, you're not using the move in the match. Don't.
Yeah, don't try it.
And what would you? Guess who won the pony? As Jim Cornette would say, Jericho broke his arm.
Oh no.
Jericho breaks his arm. They go and put a soft cast on him, send him back, and this whole match is just Jericho's isolated in the ring, and the Heavenly Bodies are just beating the piss out of him. It is one of the bloodier matches I've seen, particularly for that era, where Jericho is just looked like the scene from Carrie.
Oh,
he's
man.
Just covered in blood, and he can't get to
the corner.
He can't get to Storm. And the ref stops the match.
Oh, really?
The ref goes, "We're done. He can't stand up. Like you did it. You killed him."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Jericho like grabs the ref like on his knees, and it's crazy because the ref's wearing like that clean white shirt, and you can just see where Jericho's touching him is just blood all over him. And he begs the ref to restart the match, and the ref does.
Oh,
the ref
really?
restarts the match, and one of the Heavenly Bodies is like by the ropes where Storm is, and Storm super kicks him, and Jericho gets like a quick roll up on him.
They beat him.
Yeah, they won.
Nice.
Yeah, but Jericho had just gotten.
They pushed him to the limit.
Yeah, he got destroyed. Supposedly Lance Storm was supposed to win with a different move. I think he was supposed to do like some kind of like springboard move, but he was so afraid he was going to land on Jericho's arm.
Oh.
Then he goes, "I'm just going to do the super kick. Like, I don't want to fly in the ring and accidentally hit him."
Make it worse. The situation worse than it already is.
Yeah,
absolutely. Speaking of Jericho, I would say him winning the Undisputed Championship was an upset.
I disagree.
He beat both The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night. Out of the four guys that were
the least expected.
Yeah, Kurt Angle was the other guy. Like,
sure. I guess if they were pushing him pretty good, I don't think it was that shocking.
Well, as hot as Austin and The Rock were at the time, and then like I said, Angle too.
It's definitely something you can hang your hat on. I wouldn't. My goal is not to dismiss that accomplishment.
No,
I just don't. It's not like Scotty Too Hotty did that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That would be amazing.
Do you remember when JBL was WWE champion, and like they frequently would have like situations where he would have to pick his own opponent, and he'd just pick Scotty Too Hotty and like kill him with that clothesline?
I do remember that for a little while there.
There was the one where every wrestler had to defend their title on SmackDown, and JBL had like the fishbowl full of names, and he picks one out, and he's like, "Oh, can I pick again?" And Teddy's like, "No, that's who you picked." And like they read Scotty Too Hotty's name, and he kills him, and then he goes through like the bowl and is like, "Oh, Scotty Too Hotty, oh, Scotty Too Hotty." Like they're all
The fix was in.
One of the more recent ones, the strange case of Jinder Mahal
becoming WWE champion.
Becoming WWE,
That's
just getting the
upset.
push he's gotten. Who'd have thought?
Not me. Not me.
Certainly not.
Especially considering he left the company.
Yeah.
And then came back.
He left, came back, and like didn't even do anything when he came back. Like he was still jobbing like crazy. Good old jobbing Jinder. And then for some reason he he does a lot of herbal male supplements that are completely legal and not against the rules of WWE.
Oh no, he's got a prescription. It's fine.
He's a vascular human being.
Everybody goes through puberty in their 20s. It's fine.
Yeah, he's probably in his 30s.
30s.
Yeah,
I'm going through my second one right now. I'm bulking up.
Yeah, no, you are looking cut.
Trying to be the NWA champion here. We'll get into that later, though.
I'm sure we will.
But they just pushed him to the moon. He won that title.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. That was another one of like the shots of the fans like freaking out. Admittedly, I think it was a mistake.
It was against Orton, right?
Yeah, I think Jinder shit the bed on that push.
Really?
It was not good television.
It
wasn't good television.
I thought
match quality wise, the ratings weren't good, and attendance numbers
were down.
Were way down.
Well, they were doing the cross promotion with India for a while. Or
they
were
getting ready.
It felt like they were
launching
people to have a network over in India, so
they definitely did that. And I think what they came up with was like it didn't the slight increase they got in India was like not worth the hits they were taking everywhere else.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think it worked the way they wanted it to work.
No, I'm sure the idea was they give Jinder the title and he gets over everywhere, and then it's like a big boost to India.
Yeah,
right. Well, either that or because he was still heel over here. Like, you know what I mean? He was like doing the holier than thou. I'm from like
but like Bret Hart was doing heel in America and then went home and was like a baby face and like
right. But over there he wasn't he was still a heel over there, which didn't
really.
It seemed that way.
It
seemed that way because they were. I heard they were setting up him versus Triple H for a long time.
Well, so what they were doing, what they did for the India match was so he ended up not having the title when he went to India because he was doing so poorly, and they had him lose to Triple H.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he lost Triple H clean. Like,
yeah, he didn't even cheat or
doesn't make any sense.
I just feel like it was a half-baked idea. And they gave up on it halfway through it. They're like, you know what? Let's just fuck this. Like, we're done. We tried.
That's why, like, I think representation is important in any industry, including pro wrestling. But when you go, we need the Indian guy to have the title today.
I hate that.
It's not. It looks
bad.
He's not ready for. Second, he's from Canada.
He is from Canada.
I hate that where people like.
Rusev?
No, not that. No, I love Rusev. I hate Lana. No, the people that they're like, oh yeah, Jinder Mahal, Indian. They go, Jinder's from Canada. Yes, I know Jinder's from Canada. Like,
he's playing a character.
Yeah, like Kane isn't actually from parts unknown. Like,
yeah,
we can trace him back to Spain. It's fine. Like, we know where he's from. Like, it's not that big a deal. But we're a little bit off the rails here.
But no, I just think Jinder Mahal's whole push
that is definitely worth talking about.
Has been an upset, and it upsets me.
Is there any chance in hell that he gets back to the top of the mountain here, guys?
Nope, I don't think so.
In fact, I think his mid-card push is going to be pretty short-lived.
Like you were saying, he wasn't even in the United States Championship,
he's been involved in that. He's been involved in that storyline, but he's not in the match, and he didn't do anything to this weekend's SmackDown.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I think it is?
What is it?
One of the Singh brothers got hurt, and they don't know what to do with only one guy interfering in a match. Like, because they were giving him the JBL thing. Like, he had, the Singh brothers were the Bashams. Mm-hmm. Like, they'd come out, they'd interfere. Randy Orton took out the one, I think, is the guy who took him out. And he's been coming out with one.
I think he just twisted his ankle. Like, I think he took himself out.
No, that's fair. No, I'm not blaming Randy.
No, I don't think. Well, what I mean is, I don't think Randy even had anything to do with the spot. No, I thought he was just trying to slide in the ring and fuck
he was
his
going out of the ring, I believe. It
was.
But since then, he's just all like. Since then, it's just like I don't know if the WWE knows what they're going to do with Jinder next. I feel like he's on a very quick route to ending up on Impact, where people go to get really, really injured. But we'll get into that. Yeah, that's another teaser, everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they could have put him in the mix for the U.S. title just with this
they
one
might
Singh brother.
Yeah, no,
and it'd be like to make people would be believable because he was just champion.
To make the guy from India your United States champion works. Like, you know what I mean? It gives him heat. It gives the people from America a reason to hate him because he's representing America. He's not from here, and people fucking hate that.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, Bret Hart did it back in the day. You
Yeah.
can just be all like, I'm better than all of you,
that is
and I'm your
increasingly
champion.
not getting over as much as it used to.
No, it's not. I think it's played out.
Well,
Is really what it is.
It's played out, and like the current political climate we're in, like teaches people like you either think nationalism is great, or you think nationalism is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't give a lot of like leeway. Like, oh, I'm super liberal in my political life, but I'm gonna be mad at the foreigner holding U.S. title.
Yeah.
People have a hard time like that cognitive,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. People have a hard time with it.
That makes sense.
Speaking of guys winning titles that you wouldn't think would, I think Eddie Guerrero beating Brock Lesnar in No Way Out
That was
should
huge.
qualify.
That was huge. That was absolutely huge.
Not only was it was a good moment because he had been working for it for so long, and they really treated it as like a boyhood dream comes true thing. I didn't think it happened.
I didn't think it was ever going to happen. I love this particular moment.
No, it's beautiful.
For him to win that, and then Benoit shortly after.
Benoit,
the World Heavyweight Championship.
Eddie Guerrero retains against Lesnar.
WrestleMania 20.
Or against
Classic.
Angle. Who did?
Eddie fought Angle because the boot slipped off. And
Yeah,
then
that's right. Yeah,
I think Benoit beat Triple H.
yeah, because Lesnar was walking out of the company. at that point.
Lesnar fought Goldberg.
Yeah, and they were
WrestleMania
both
20.
done. They were both done with the
Yeah,
company
after
that.
that.
Match,
After that, yeah.
Stinker.
That was a stinker. Ugh.
It was not good.
But-
Dude, boy.
Talk about bowling shoe ugly. That match belonged on TNA Impact. That's how bad that match was.
Yeah. Man, we really want to talk about this, don't we?
We'll get it. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Did I dream that Jim Ross beat Triple H one time, or did that really happen?
I think that happened on Raw
I think
once.
there was like a street fight. It was like Triple H, Jim Ross. Jim Ross is bleeding like a stuck pig.
Yeah, no,
and
Jim
someone
Ross got his ass kicked.
I want to think, but it would be Randy Orton and Batista. It was somewhere in like the Evolution days where the Evolution was starting to break up. Interferes and like takes out Triple H and Jim Ross beats him.
Yeah,
but that was the. I don't remember the details so well. I just remember a Jim Ross that looked like he was about ready to die from blood loss.
Yeah, he was
on top
in
of
a
Triple
bad
H.
way. Yeah. Speaking of guys beating Triple H, Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, I didn't put that one. That's a great one.
Shelton Benjamin.
That's a great one.
Had Triple H's number for the longest time, and I was a huge Triple H fan at the time, and I hated Shelton Benjamin. Like, I was like, stop beating Triple H.
Shelton had just come over from SmackDown.
Yeah.
In the draft where he was with Charlie Haas, and they were like a heel team.
Yeah, the world's greatest tag team.
Yeah. I like their work. I love their theme song.
I liked everything about them. They worked good together.
Were good, no, because they weren't Team Angle anymore. They had stopped being that. They were. And Shelton comes over and basically Triple H is talking down to him.
Oh, the whole time. The whole time.
Shelton, well, you know what? We can go take care of this tonight. And Eric Bischoff was like, fine. Be careful what you wish for.
You're gonna get it. Yeah.
The image that lives through that is we're at the start of the match. Shelton Benjamin rolls Triple H up for like a 2 7/8.
Yeah.
And he gives him like the almost.
I thought that was the end of the match. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, now Triple H is gonna beat him. Like,
Shelton Benjamin got a couple wins over Triple H. Like he got.
No, that's the thing. He had his number. He was like 3-0 or something at one point.
He got a good little push out of that.
I'm just all like, Triple H can beat anybody, and everybody's like, what about Shelton Benjamin? I'm like, shut up. He's never gonna get a title shot, so it doesn't matter.
Well, not that. Well, actually, at the time, Triple H couldn't beat Chris Benoit either. I think Chris Benoit had an undefeated record against Triple H until Triple H and Batista did like a pick your poison night.
Yeah.
Where they each picked each other's opponent, and I want to say Batista fought Ric Flair maybe, and Triple H fought Chris Benoit, and Triple H won that one. Basically from the big selling point for like Chris Benoit in that feud was like, oh, Triple H taps out to him every time.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio winning the Royal Rumble.
That was
/
huge.
world title.
That was
Upset.
Yes, definitely upset. Like winning the Rumble, yeah, but him winning the World Heavyweight Championship was like, this small guy can do it. No, it was awesome. It was amazing. I personally would have given him the WWE Championship and not the World Heavyweight Championship.
Did you notice they always called it the World Championship when he held it? It was never
the heavyweight. They literally dropped the name. But like, as far as Mysterio goes, like, I love this guy as like a wrestler and like just a guy who's good with the fans. Like, the kids love him. Like,
we're
masks everywhere.
We're talking about bringing him back for Mania this year.
I would love to see
talk
it.
that
They brought him back for the Rumble, and
talk,
I was just like, yeah, this is what I'm about.
One of the rumors is that if Cena Taker doesn't happen,
I hope that doesn't happen. Speaking of upsets,
Cena
nothing upset me more this week than Cena talking about fighting The Undertaker at WrestleMania. That upset me to no end. Because, like Showtime was saying, he did everything except, like, leave his boots in that ring.
No, he did everything but leave the boots. He was, I don't want to see Undertaker back at all. There's talk that if he's back, he might do the American
Badass?
Yeah.
Well, he'll get to the ring quicker. So
That's not wrong.
It'll turn 7 minutes into 7 seconds.
You could actually put him on SmackDown now, because now you can't put him on SmackDown because it's only a 2-hour show.
Oh.
Wow. You're hard on The Undertaker these days.
I'm hard on WWE fans who won't let it go. Let the dead man die. The streak ended at WrestleMania 30. Last year, frickin' Roman took him out. It's over.
Yeah,
Dead.
I don't need to see The Undertaker back until he's in like the Hall of Fame.
Dead. It's become my fucking catchphrase.
I also think Bart Gunn winning the Brawl for All is like
That was an upset, but
it's a weird situation. But like of all the locker room tough guys in that contest, one half of the smoking guns.
Yeah.
Any other ones?
The last one I have on my list is Goldberg's first match over Hugh Morris, because it was the first time like Goldberg he was just a guy in the ring, and Hugh Morris was an established WCW wrestler who was in he was in a stable. I forget what it was called.
He was in the Misfits in Action later on. It was like
he was in the Taskmasters Dungeon of Doom. He was a member of the Dungeon of Doom back in the day. And he was a big guy, and he did a moonsault off the top rope, which was awesome. I thought he was just going to run over this Goldberg guy.
He was a pretty good guy whose name was Hugh G. Erection.
But no,
I wish I was making that up.
he was out there, and I think he literally hits the moonsault on Goldberg, and Goldberg just gets up, spears him, jackhammers him. And Mean Gene tries to stop him and near the entrance, and Goldberg just walks away from him. And
huffs and puffs at him. And
Goldberg is born, and now he's doing direct TV satellite commercials.
Yeah,
you can just WCW in general just has like a lot of like upsets because of the way they wrote it.
Well, it was very upsetting to watch the end of it. I'll tell you that.
Goldberg actually like gives Bill DeMott a lot of like credit for like his career.
Rightfully so. No, that's what I'm saying. Without this particular match, had that match been against just like Glacier or just like somebody that didn't matter, like it wouldn't have gotten the same push. You're not missing anything. Let me tell you, he was all hype. All hype. That guy had the hype machine behind him.
Glacier, the Shockmaster.
The Shockmaster was great, and I stand by.
We dedicated
I
a lot
love the Shockmaster.
of Undisputed podcast to Shockmaster. I have a whole episode about it.
Here's the thing. You're not friends with a blind guy who trips over stuff as much as the Shockmaster. Just dedicate him to me.
All right, I'll buy you a helmet, Chad. Don't you tempt me.
That feels a little too much like my childhood.
All right, on that weird note, we're going to talk about Impact, everybody.
All right. We call this segment Showtime Sits Through Impact.
3 claps for that, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
I fucking deserve them. What a mess of a television show, guys. I picked up a PS4 the other day.
Yes.
And I've been playing the Kingdom Hearts games again because nostalgia is great.
Yeah, nostalgia is
shout
great.
out to Roy. He's not here, but I feel like he'd approve. And while I do that, I've got a nice setup. I got one TV on each side of me, so I can watch Netflix or something on one and play video games on the other.
That's really cool.
That's actually what Roy does a lot.
Yeah, it's a nice like little bachelor pad. The apartment's a shithole, but I live in a nice spot. So I decided I'm playing video games. Like I want to watch something, so I'm going through my Hulu and I see an Impact Wrestling that the episode had just happened, and I thought, this would be a good thing to talk about. I want to see how long I can get through, and I want to see it. We talk a lot of smack about Impact.
Oh, yeah.
But when was the last time one of us watched it?
It's been a long time, I know.
So that maybe they deserve a shot. Maybe good things are happening, and I'm not aware of it.
We were big fans.
I've been wrong before.
Yeah.
So first thing I took note of, the promotional ad for Impact that they show you on Hulu has 3 wrestlers on it. Would you like to guess who they are?
Bobby Lashley.
EC3.
Are you trying to guess?
No,
You're all wrong.
Eddie Edwards.
Hogan, Sting, and Kurt Angle.
I'm gonna go walk over.
What?
Give me a minute. I'm gonna just walk away.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Like,
Take all the time you need.
They were in it. They were
the
hard emphasis on were here.
The promotional ad is featuring 3 WWE Hall of
I've got
Famers.
DVDs where they left. Like their last. Oh my god, it's fucking horrible.
Strap in, buddy. It only gets worse from here.
It only gets worse from here.
The opening match is Tyrus versus EC3. If you've heard of EC3 recently and you don't watch TNA, it's probably because EC3 has debuted on NXT already.
Do they call him EC3?
Yeah, he's going by EC3.
Thank the Lord. That's the only thing I wanted them to do with him when they got him out.
So not only are they putting a guy on TV that's on a different company, they're using that on social media, TNA or Impact or whomever, whatever they're going by.
Josh Matthews.
now.
Yeah, we'll tag specifically the wrestlers that are in WWE now in their
Like,
social
it's
media.
gonna be on Impact.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
my God.
they're using that. It just feels super cheap. Ring announcer, not good. He sounds like he's got throat cancer.
Sanjay Dutt.
No, not that. We'll get there. Just
Okay.
the guy that's,
We're getting
the
to
guy
that
that's like
show.
doing it on the way to the ring.
They
He
don't
just-
know Chris Happy no more. I forgot.
Yeah, no, he just whoever this guy is just sounds terrible.
Okay.
It sounds like maybe he just had like a cold. Again, it's only 1 week. He didn't sound good. Speaking of not sounding good, I don't know whether he's the color or play-by-play guy because the announcing's so bad it wasn't clear. The Guru Sanjay Dutt is now doing commentary with Josh Matthews.
Oh,
and let me
Lord.
tell you something, guys. Josh Matthews is not supposed to be the Pulitzer Prize-winning commentator
No.
on your booth.
No.
If Josh Matthews is the talent, you should get some better talent.
Trebuchet at Trebuchet LOL. You can hit me up on Twitter. Impact. Believe me, you need me.
Yeah,
Like I
he'll
will
do it.
I will call some matches and I will try to
You
clean
can
up.
literally have him on
I'll
the phone.
try to
And it would
clean
be
up
better.
the profanity. And by try to clean up the profanity, I mean I will stop using the F word a lot. A lot.
I don't fucking believe you.
I don't fucking believe me either.
Um,
But they fucking need me anyway. So I'm
yeah, so
fucking
that
here.
commentary booth is just the worst. It was probably the reason I stopped watching when I did.
Do they know the
I
difference between a
do-
wrist lock and a wristwatch? I doubt it. That's where I'm at with it.
So so as you get into the episode, while the guys are going down the ramp and like getting ready to wrestle, they're just shilling for other things on Pop TV no
I
one
hate
cares
it.
about.
Yeah.
I hate it.
They pimp their Twitch channel and their upcoming event, which I guess I don't love that they jump right into like shilling, but I guess I get why it's happening.
What is their
Donate to my
upcoming good
GoFundMe.
event?
I want to
I
be
think
your
their next event
WWE
I think they're calling it Crossroads. It's like it's not a pay-per-view.
Well, yeah.
But it's like they do like big events every month, like bigger
Okay.
shows. So I don't love that they do that, but like we understand the podcast, the work has to happen. You got to shill for yourself at some point.
Did that event already happen?
No,
Like in
The-
terms of like, they're promoting
I
something.
think it's already been taped.
It's already been taped.
It has
So,
not-
I know
it
it
has
hasn't
not-
happened,
it
so it's
has
been
not
taped
aired.
already. That's what I
Yeah,
was wondering. Okay,
it has not aired.
Because if they're promoting something that hasn't been taped yet, and all this change has happened, it would be
No,
all
no, they're
fucked
not.
up.
Hell of a
They're
time
not-
putting this shit back
They're
together.
not doing that. But and then they still like shilling for like pop TV shows.
Yeah.
That no
Oh,
one
yeah.
cares about.
Ugh.
It's funny. One of them is called Schitt's Creek. But it's
Yeah,
spelled
I've heard of
funny.
that.
But I
Yeah.
just heard Josh Matthews say Schitt's Creek as I'm playing like Kingdom Hearts for a second. Not paying attention here. Josh Matthews goes Schitt's Creek. I was like, what? What? Like, what provoked that? And like, oh no, it's a.
Well, I think working for Impact Wrestling would get me to call it Schitt's Creek too. But that's a whole other thing.
that should be the new name for Impact.
Yeah.
Schitt's Creek Wrestling.
Schitt's Creek.
SCW.
So apparently, here's some interesting news about this episode you watched. I'm assuming you watched like one of the most recent ones.
The
Most recent.
episode of March 1st.
Yes, yes. Highest viewership since mid 17.
I know why. The ending,
The
probably.
ending, you think?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they knew that was
No,
coming.
I don't think
really.
anybody knew that before it happened.
Okay.
It is funny that maybe we all just decided to watch this episode.
We were
all had
like,
the
yeah,
idea
fuck it, let's do it.
all at once.
Well, it is the last time we're going to see a
Here's the
couple of these guys on that show, too.
here's the
so.
question: if you DVR Impact, and you watch on your DVR, that counts towards ratings in a certain degree, doesn't it?
I think you have to watch it within like 3 days or something.
Sure.
Yeah, well,
but if you're
But if I watch it on demand, like I do they get the ratings for that?
I think it might be two.
I think so.
As of right now, probably
It
for the
counts-
third
it counts
or
for
something. Yeah,
something.
it counts for something.
But my guess would be
people,
that
when they found out about it, they watched it.
People are DVRing Impact and not watching it. I do that all the time. Like, I DVR all the wrestling, and whether I watch it or not, it's there.
Yeah, I do that.
People probably saw it and then watched it on their DVRs when they saw how this episode is going to end.
Yeah.
Impact is using Twitch to show like pay-per-view-esque shows now. It feels very indie.
Wait.
Twitch, the gaming streaming app.
That's exactly what I thought you were referring to.
I watch things on Twitch that usually aren't gaming.
A lot of wrestlers, a lot of indie promotions are doing that. They're not having pay-per-views. They're putting shows on Twitch. The fact that Impact is doing it feels really indie. We're like, is that how far we've come? Where you can't get a pay-per-view subscription,
right?
Yeah.
So you're putting shows on Twitch.
Probably, honestly.
The first 3 minutes of the match is EC3 dicking around the ring, taunting the fans.
Yeah.
Which is great at a house show.
Yeah,
it gets
that's
the
what you were
fans
saying.
involved.
Like at a house show, I
it's
want to
fun.
see that. You
That's
interact with them.
terrible television.
Yeah,
and the whole time the camera angles are worse than WWE's. I shit on the camera angles of WWE last week.
All the time, yeah.
Impact's wrestling is way worse than WWE's.
Take a minute to watch what else is out there.
I want to let y'all know, I watched one match. I watched the camera guy go down twice.
Yeah.
And I don't think either one was planned.
They hype that Abyss is missing again.
No.
How many times have they done this storyline?
I remember it twice, and I didn't pay attention.
I watched it before that. There was at least 2 times before you started watching it, and neither of us have watched it in like a year. So I don't know how many times they've done. But like Chris Parks is like, Abyss is never coming back.
Joseph Parks?
Yeah.
I was going to say, last time I watched it, Joseph Parks was there, and Abyss was not.
I might need to get off my NXT binge and start watching WCW and Impact, because I feel like it's not going to live long. But just to get the experience.
Well, WCW is dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't. Well, you can watch old WCW all you want. I'm watching it up there.
Officially dead.
Yeah.
No,
That's 2001.
Watching Impact though, I feel like
Impact kind of is like, or was. No, I think
If you
it
want to
is.
watch better
We're
stuff,
what we're talking about.
I would rather suggest watching Ring of Honor. It's probably more.
Ring of Honor probably is currently better than
I feel like
Impact.
Or New Japan. New Japan has got it going on.
No, what happened is
Nothing but a
Impact
good
kind of
things
took
about New
over the
Japan.
void of no WCW after a couple of years. They got the NWA title tie.
Yeah, they were
Jeff
providing
Jarrett.
decent.
all I'm trying
It
to
was
say
working
is,
for a
I feel
while.
if I'm going to call myself a WWE fan, I have to watch some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about general shows.
So apparently, Tyrus has only been back for a few weeks.
Probably still didn't get his title shot.
No title shot.
I would never.
You can rant about that for a moment. I'll let you.
Just want to say, hashtag give Tyrus a title shot. Like, who else you got? Not Eddie Edwards anymore. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Give the Funkasaurus a belt, and then fucking be more disappointed because apparently he can't move very well anymore.
No,
Showtime was telling me.
we'll get to that.
But he
so
still
when-
deserves it. He
when-
did win a battle royal at
he
one point.
did.
Or
No, what was it
tournament or
called?
something.
I'm looking it up because I always forget. We always
Well,
talk
this
about
is
it.
the upset episode, and we're
We
talking
always
about things
talk
that
about
upset
it.
us. And this upsets me a lot.
So when Tyrus came back, EC3 and Tyrus got back together as a team, wrestled a match, and then like immediately broke up again. In this 5 minutes, a little less than 5 minutes. In the time they're talking about this match, Josh Matthews says the Mega Powers exploded for Tyrus and EC3 breaking up.
Referencing the Mega Powers being Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage.
Yeah. And then they go back to the action.
I have such a look on my face. This is radio, but I'm like, I wish people could see my reaction. It's like, what the fuck?
And then they go back to the action where EC3 is trying to do something to Tyrus and can't do it. And then Josh Matthews just, it's the irresistible force meaning the immovable object, with no irony. He's not, it's the most low-rent sounding thing you've ever heard.
He says that all the time.
He does stuff. He's been doing stuff like that for yeah, I know.
He like I get it, Josh Matthews. You've watched WrestleMania 3. It's a good event. It's really good, but it's there. You don't need to fucking shout it out every fucking Impact.
I would
Did I say I was cleaning up my fucking F-bombs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am. I think we're still got less than another
I
episode.
fucking believe it. I would say that in the time I spent watching this, commentary was at least half plugging things other than the wrestling.
That's crazy.
I would say the match, the EC3 Tyrus match was probably the worst match I've seen in wrestling in a long time.
That's saying something.
Yeah, there have been some pretty bad stuff. Notably, Tyrus can't move. That guy is immobile. he can't. The moves he's hitting are bad. He's just trudging around the ring. He's not making EC3 look good.
Oh, is his moveset pretty much just headbutts still?
Yeah, headbutts, like shoulder tackle, not like standing, like short arm clotheslines.
Yeah.
He wins the match with EC3 goes for his 1% and misses and like falls on his face. Kind of funny. Then Tyrus goes for what I'm going to call a negative 1%.
1, 2, 3 claps for that. I loved it.
It was he basically takes EC3 by the back of the neck and just shoves him face first into the mat.
Yeah.
While leaning forward himself, which they call the 1% on commentators. Like if you wouldn't have called it that, I wouldn't have thought it was that.
Yeah.
He then picks EC3 back up and gives him the worst choke slam I've ever seen.
That's saying something, because I know you've seen some bad choke slams.
For some reason, the ref's name is also Johnny Bravo.
That's just notable.
Yeah. I don't know.
Does he have blonde hair and wear sunglasses?
He doesn't.
No, that doesn't make sense. But its impact, it doesn't need to make sense.
There's a backstage promo with Joseph Parks talking on the phone with his grandma. About Abyss not coming back. It is shot like independent, like dramatic films.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's not. So the camera angles are real weird. The editing is kind of strange with the way the visuals look. And Chris Parks is overacting to the millionth degree. This made porn acting look good.
Oh wow!
This guy he's got all the facial expressions and it's.
So you're saying Paige has a shot on the Impact roster? What? Too soon? I wish nothing but the best for Paige. She is the best wrestler of all time. Everybody.
We hashed this out. I thought, Joe, we may be barking up the wrong tree here. It says EC3 won the TNA World Title Series.
Okay, then that sounds like something I knew about.
Yeah,
because he went on to fight Matt Hardy.
I thought you said Tyrus won it, but this is for the title, not for a number one contendership.
I'm just saying.
Is there a different tournament I am not remembering?
I thought it was a battle royal or something that he won.
That could be. That sounds
like that's what I think it was.
Okay.
Like
I thought it was that he won that. Or something.
I will look it up for next time, and I will make sure that I'm bitching about the right
We're talking about different things. I'm talking about this thing is what fucking killed TNA. That's when I stopped watching it.
Yeah, that was
so bad.
There were a lot of things that killed
so
TNA.
People were leaving before that, and then it just became like it is now, where they were taping it months in advance and just trying to tie it all into one big season. Whatever.
The next match is a match named Returning Braxton Sutter. If you don't watch Impact, you know who that is. And some guy from AAA, luchador. They spend the entire match talking about how Braxton Sutter is back from being away for a minute. His girlfriend Allie is no longer with him. I haven't seen her wrestle, but she's cute as shit. They keep mentioning like how he's like more aggressive suddenly, and like he's not himself, and they show him like cheating a few times, or like he put his feet on the rope, or put his hands on the referee or something. He hits what I would call the sloppiest powerbomb I've seen that hasn't crippled Darren Drozdov.
Oh wow!
It was a bad powerbomb.
Oh man.
So they spend this entire match hyping him being different. He gets beaten by the luchador. Cuts a promo after the match. Halfway through the promo, their new guy, one of their new hoss comes in, who's like 2-0, comes in and squashes him.
Wow.
So they've killed any character progression they've been working on having with this guy. Also during the match, I would like to quote Sanjay Dutt. If you have an opponent who is quicker than you, you have to be quicker than him. I don't know if you guys have heard a lot of inspiring quotes. This changed my life. I'm not drinking anymore. Throughout this entire...
Was that one of those moments where you had to pause, rewind, play again to make sure you heard it right?
I couldn't do that because my nose was bleeding. Yeah, I think I had an aneurysm. Throughout this whole thing, this crowd won't pop for anything. This crowd could care less.
Yeah.
At 26 minutes and 16 seconds, Showtime Schultz tapped out. I would be happy to keep, if you guys are interested in hearing about this, I will be happy to watch Impact Wrestling every week for as long as I can.
I'm interested in seeing some of it.
I feel like we should take shifts on it. I feel like every week we should put another member of the round table.
All right,
I started
this week.
Okay.
Which one of you guys?
I'll do it. You can do it. We'll go. We'll start, I'll do it the week after.
Let's let the
do you have
A
a way
Train
to
do
do
it
it?
because he has very little knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear your
you
perspective on
have-
it first
you
before
have-
I get into
You
it.
have cable TV, right?
No.
What do you
Okay.
have?
I have Netflix, Hulu, and the WWE Network.
Do you have the live TV streaming Hulu or just like the regular subscription?
I used to have the live. I think I've backed it down to the regular.
Okay, then you won't actually be able to see.
I'm actually kind of curious.
That's what we
if-
ran into today. Is that
I'm
you
actually
have to
kind
have
of curious
the live
if
TV streaming.
if it's just like a way to see it.
Alright, well, we can discuss all
Yeah, we'll
the
figure that out later,
how
the
we're going to get them to
particulars
watch
of
it
it.
to do it.
Sure. However, I would not have tapped out if I knew what was to come.
Yeah, because I actually wanted to watch some Impact Wrestling, but not for a good reason. It's not for a good reason. It's because I'm a terrible person, and I wanted to see what everybody was talking about, because that's what the E! Network is based on, and that's the network I'm going for.
TMZ reported on this.
Yeah, I know, that's where I saw it, because I was on Twitter, and I saw it on TMZ before I saw it on Impact Wrestling itself.
We weren't going to see it on Impact Wrestling. You would never. No one would have looked if TMZ didn't tell us to.
No, I mean, like, if Impact tweeted it out or whatever, I figured I would have seen it on their feed. Like, I don't know what day Impact is on. Wednesday?
I want to say Wednesday.
Wednesday?
No, yeah.
We're
I didn't hear about it until
Well,
it
it's
was-
Thursday because today's the 3rd and it was on the 1st.
Okay, you're right. It's Thursday. No, that sounds wrong.
It
It
does
was,
sound,
what day was the 1st? It said the 1st.
Yeah, it's today's the 3rd.
I guess it's right. I guess it's Thursday.
They were on Thursday for forever, and then they moved to Wednesday. For
This
a
is
brief
why
while,
people
and
don't
they
watch
come back
Impact.
to- yeah.
They don't know when anything is.
It's on
But,
Poop TV. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm surprised anyone gets that channel.
Oh, it did help that. There's another reason we stopped watching it is that we only got an SD.
I
for a
don't
while.
watch SD wrestling unless it's old wrestling. Like, I have a policy. Ring of Honors and HD, get your shit together. That's just where I was at.
So, but the main event of the evening,
Eddie Edwards
versus Sami Callihan, formerly Solomon Crow of NXT.
Member of Ohio versus everybody. Or everything.
Is it everything?
I don't know.
I thought it was everyone,
It's
and then I
everything.
so I originally thought it was everyone, and
He
they said
every. Like,
I
that's what
did.
I'm
I
like,
thought for sure it's everyone. Apparently, it's everything, which makes less.
I don't think
doesn't
they know.
sound
Is
right.
where I'm at.
I see.
They're
what
like,
you're saying.
we like the initials OVE.
I will-
The E is interchangeable.
I will certainly take credit for being wrong if I was and apologize. However, I would not put it past this company to have changed what they called it in between me calling it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I bet you if they wanted to sell two different T-shirts and they had a misprint on one and the other one, they would do it both.
They'd change that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Throw it in a brown bag special. Throw
yeah,
1,800
oh.
DVDs in it for $17.
so another thing is
I would buy it. End up on my doorstep. It's great.
So this Ohio versus everything team, they're just like, think like the Wyatt family, but like urban kids. That same like promo style and like darkness, like it felt like a knockoff.
It's
It's
very
fuck
cheap.
Ohio while I'm at
Fuck
it.
Ohio, yeah, absolutely. Like,
Yeah, if you're in that state, don't listen to our show. I don't like it.
you can listen, but just keep your opinions to yourself. That's my policy on it.
Yeah, if we wanted to hear about winners,
I'm willing to show the Ohio people the light, particularly Alexa Bliss, but that's a whole other thing.
Well, she is definitely something.
I
hate to make her the butt of my jokes.
I want her to convert to become a trebuchet. I believe I can save her from her evil ways.
Would you be embracing in those evil ways, friend?
I'm gonna take the fifth on this one.
Sure, that's a good policy.
You can't prove anything.
But so in this match, the match itself is not. You guys watched the whole match. It wasn't a good match.
No.
Not a good match.
No, I was honest to God. I was just watching it, going, "When is this bitch gonna get over?"
So-
like we fast forwarded to the last match,
Hey.
and I was just like, "Is this the last commercial break?" Thank God. Like,
Commercial break was ill-timed. Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie Edwards wins with like almost like the crocodile. The thing Mae Young used to win with, that crocodile hold where like you'd get their legs and like squat down on their chest.
yeah,
Like one of those sit down moves.
yeah, pinned him 1, 2, 3.
And then
Extracurriculars happened.
yep, Callahan goes outside, grabs what looks to be the flimsiest chair in all of wrestling
That
history.
may be the chair I sat on during WrestleMania 23. I'm not sure. It had some miles on it. It was very.
Did you break a chair during WrestleMania?
No, they're just very cheap chairs.
Oh,
It was just
okay.
very like standard plastic.
Plastic fold
Yeah,
up chair.
Not designed for somebody to sit in for a long time. More just to hold a place of where you're
Sure.
supposed to be.
Callahan sits Edwards down, puts the chair on his chest. It's supposed to be on his neck. I don't think it got anywhere near his neck the whole time.
No.
It just looked like it was on his chest. They're like, it was on his neck. No, it's not. Grabs his baseball bat. And the spot is he's supposed to hit that flimsy chair with the baseball bat, crushing Edwards' throat.
Making him writhe in pain and everything else.
Yeah,
and we've seen Kane do this multiple times.
Yeah, but
not necessarily with a bat, but like, you know.
Team Strowman do it a couple times recently, where he folds it. And
the throat and injury thing is a classic one.
Yeah,
it's easy to sell, and it's pretty safe to do.
Yeah. As long as it's done right.
Yeah. What's not safe, however, is hitting someone in the eye socket with a baseball bat.
Yeah,
no, that's what happened. Okay.
Because you missed a chair. You had a target 100 times larger than a baseball. You're using a baseball bat, and you missed.
To be fair, that chair was not ever in the right spot at all. Like,
no.
This spot,
he kind of went swung where he was supposed to go, but considering he put the chair there and can still see it.
That's my argument here. It can be in the wrong position, but he put it in the wrong position. He knows where that chair is at.
Well, my thing is, why the hell is he swinging it that hard?
Why is he this whole spot? Here's the thing: if this spot would have went perfectly, one, no one would remember it, and two, it wouldn't have looked good in the first place.
No,
it was not going to be a good looking spot, and no one would have cared about it.
Right. It would be like, oh, Eddie Edwards has a #1 contender, whatever. It's personal.
Yeah, they
now they took out one of their top guys, because what happened to him? Damaged his eye socket.
He literally, if you see the picture, he's got cotton up to his eye, and he's just bleeding all over the place.
That is what the TMZ report said, just blood everywhere. And I believe it because they didn't show it on Impact.
They didn't show the ring afterwards.
Yeah, the camera went back to like a backstage cut of Bobby Lashley getting beat up, and then they showed Crow on top of or Callahan, I'm sorry, on top of the turnbuckle. So like no shot of
area.
Yeah, no shot of the ring is seen, and like they did not veer from it. However, so this spot didn't need to happen. It didn't look good. If it had gone right, it wouldn't need to happen.
No,
and you can lose an eye doing that.
Seriously,
he could have died.
He could have died.
If you hit someone in the face with a baseball bat, there's a chance you're just going to kill them.
This is one of those moments in pro wrestling that made me queasy. It really is. Like, I saw it on TMZ, and I'm like, oh god, I got to stomach one of these. And then I watched it, and I feel so bad because there's just so much wrong with it. Like, why did it escalate to that point? Why does he, like, why the fuck is he swinging a bat so fucking? Like, I don't. Just,
what's crazy is when it happened. Who did I tell you would have an opinion on it?
Cornette.
I said Jim Cornette's gonna have something to say about this. As I'm looking up like replays of it on my phone, who else got immediately involved in the drama but good old James E. Cornette?
Yes.
Basically saying something to the effect of, Eddie Edwards, I'm so sorry. Why did you not kick the shit out of this guy though? He's like not good. Like, who trained him and who had anything to do with this? And then Callahan. So TNA's showing all kinds of replays of this in like slow motion. Like, not only did their guys screw the pooch on this and potentially end someone's career, could have killed them.
Yes.
TNA is like running to the bank with it on it. They're like, oh, we're getting some press. Let's run with it.
Does not impress.
I guess from a business standpoint, I guess I get it. It seems very tactless. Very, very. I don't love it.
It's not great. They got people talking about him. I know they like that.
And then Callahan gets on there and gets into it with Jim Cornette. Like, my bank account's still going up. Like, if Callahan had done something notoriously a heel does, that's a normal response.
Yeah.
They're not criticizing Sami Callahan crushing, Eddie Edwards' throat as a heel. They're criticizing him almost killing him.
Yeah.
That's when, as a wrestler who's kind of new to the industry, you sit down and you shut the fuck up and you take your lumps for it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Like, you should not be proud of what you did in there.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take care of the guy.
Well, that's what Cassius Ohno chimed in with, was like, this has nothing to do with money. You should be embarrassed and ashamed of what you did in that ring. Like, you hurt one of the boys, and now you're out here
gloating about it.
I guess. Am I a hypocrite though? Because this has happened before, and I didn't hate it. I mean,
I don't know. Well, like what instance did you like to say?
Shane Douglas, broke one of the pit bulls' necks, and like that was. Wait, I'm sitting here wondering if I'm a hypocrite. Like, maybe something about this. You
would be the first wrestling fan to ever be a hypocrite ever, Chad. Yeah. Like, come on now.
So Something about this all feels really distasteful to me in a way that those didn't. But if you ask me to define why, I don't know that I could.
Yeah, is it just because there's not any context to it? And there was that? I don't know.
It doesn't seem. I guess
I don't know if there is any acceptable context.
I guess I can justify what happened with Douglas and Chris Benoit becoming the crippler after breaking Taz's neck, breaking Taz's neck.
Taz is okay.
I can justify that because it was better for the business after, and I also know that they resolved whatever problems they had between people.
Yeah.
Where I don't know that this is the thing. I guess.
I want to know where he's worth more money, because as far as I
WWE don't ever.
I thought Impact hadn't paid guys since January. That was the last I heard.
Yeah.
No, where is he? Where is he worth more money now? Who's gonna go? Oh, we really want that guy. Eddie Edwards is considered a class act.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He's well liked. He's a great wrestler. People, respect him. Well, we gotta get that guy that ended Eddie Edwards' career and then bragged about it.
Yeah, who wants to book him in a fucking street fight right now? Not me.
I guess I would feel like it would be one thing if Callahan went on TNA Impact TV and said that. I feel like when being legitimately critiqued by people in this business with more experience than he was, he proceeded to answer with kayfabe, where he should have just either said "I'm sorry" or nothing.
Yeah.
He wasn't being criticized from a story aspect. He was being criticized from a professional aspect,
and a human.
I think that's probably where my problem lies. Is that the heat he got was deserved, and in some way or another he should have said either "I'm sorry, I was wrong, it was an accident, and I hope he's okay,"
or just
broke character, or saying nothing would have been fine too.
Yeah, that's saying anything. Sometimes less is more.
He milked it for ratings on social media based on people's real outrage, and not just fans. Fans are one thing, but from veterans, it seemed wrong.
Do you feel like the Impact company is helping him do that
Probably,
on Twitter?
Yeah, I would imagine. I imagine he's getting the go-ahead to be this.
I know nothing about this guy. Nothing about this guy at all. I've not seen him wrestle anything but this.
Callahan went on TMZ and said he said something to the effect of I just want everybody to know I'm not sorry for a thing I did. I'm a dangerous man and I do dangerous things. Something to that effect. And then, that's on TMZ for them to spread around.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's good for wrestling's reputation either.
It's not good for wrestling's reputation, but...
But also, Impact Wrestling is retweeting that. I would consider that their official sign-off on it. If they're going to retweet his interview where he says these things, I would call that Impact's blessing.
Yeah, that's fair. So I don't know. Like you were saying, we're probably hypocrites in this from this aspect
I guess the way I just explain that,
it's prostituting an accident is what you're doing.
You're prostituting an accident to people in the business. You're not. He's trying to work the boys when he should be saying "I'm sorry" or saying just taking his heat.
The responsibility for it.
Yeah, he's kayfabing in a place where he shouldn't.
There you go.
I find it to be disrespectful.
Me too.
But that's a grisly spot.
Yeah, I was surprised they even showed that much of it on TV. I'm surprised they didn't just show Eddie Edwards win the match and then just go, "We're done."
Yeah,
and
he hit him.
Dude, it was bad. It was he grazed the chair. He went slightly moved it and then just whammo
right on his eye.
Right on his eye, dude.
So here's the thing: has anyone gotten confirmation that he didn't lose an eye?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't heard.
If
he loses an eye,
being someone who's struggled with, I know a lot about eyes. I got legally blind. I've been to a lot of outside doctors, had lots of eye surgeries. You could very easily lose an eye.
Yeah.
With your orbital bone being crushed like that.
Oh yeah.
There are a million ways your eye just pops like a water balloon.
Oh man, I'm gonna pass out. I swear to God. I can feel it. I feel so bad for him. Oh my God.
It looks so terrible. And kudos to Eddie Edwards must be the toughest. Must be the toughest guy.
I'll make it. I'll power it through, guys.
Okay. Eddie Edwards must be the toughest guy in Impact Wrestling because there's a video of him. He's got his head's all wrapped up, top of his head. He's got a big old mass of cotton balls sitting on his eye, so you can't see his eye. And then he's holding ice too.
Yeah.
And he's walking to the ambulance.
That's amazing.
The stretcher is in the ambulance. He's walking. He's not crying. He's not breathing hard. He's just walking there solemnly.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, that shit happened to me. The fucking whole state of Florida, or the whole country of Canada would know because they were in Canada. Like, I would not have shut up. Like, everywhere I was, there would have just been screaming, and I would have been a mess. You would have had to fucking drug me.
I would like to know what the conversation between Callahan and him was after.
Do you think they talked since then?
I
hope so. I
imagine,
hope Callahan just goes, oh my god, dude. Like, you know.
I couldn't imagine. When I got to my feet and, like, the endorphins kicked in and I wasn't dying of pain, I'm sure someone in the back probably gave him some, like, painkiller. Like, I'm sure someone had something to ease him out. I can't imagine his first words to him wouldn't be, what the fuck? Come on, man.
You just fucking blasted my face, man. Now what? Like.
Well, he's not going to be able to wrestle for a long time.
Well, that's
a broken orbital bone takes a long time to heal, and that's assuming
Edwards was like the one of the last guys remaining on the roster, like, still, and now he's out for extended period of time. Like,
yeah, I mean, so on that episode,
this may very well be the death of Impact.
On that episode of Impact, we saw EC3 no longer with the company.
Yes.
Tyrus working very limited time with that company.
Yes.
We saw Bobby Lashley in the back.
Yep.
No longer with that company.
Right.
We skipped over it. Laurel Von Ness was on later in that episode. No longer with that company.
Jeez.
We missed some other stuff in there too. They like those guys are no longer with that company. Losing one of your most loyal guys in that fashion.
He was a workhorse of that company. Like, is James Storm still there?
No, James Storm is long gone.
I don't know who's going to carry the title for these guys. You're going to have to put it on the Ohio guy? I wouldn't put it on that guy ever again.
Aries is title. Aries is champ. Johnny Impact or, John Morrison is
still there.
Is number one contender.
I wouldn't be surprised for him to end up on Ring of Honor sometime soon.
I would be surprised because he had lots of opportunities to be there and he just didn't go.
I don't know what his love affair is with Impact Wrestling, but he's dying there.
He'd been doing
press and stuff.
He'd been doing Lucha Underground for a long time.
Okay.
He's one of the top guys.
He's great in the ring. I love Johnny Impact.
Yeah, I don't feel like he can carry a company like that.
Speaking of the indies, and speaking of you and your title pursuits,
yes,
the NWA Championship, Nick Aldis defended it successfully against David Starr.
Yes, he did.
David Starr, hot name in the indies.
Oh.
He had the match with Ellsworth, right? Already?
Yep. He beat Ellsworth. He defended it twice since getting it.
Any man with two hands has a chance, but not a big one. And then has he fought Colt Cabana yet?
Nope.
Okay, I know that's coming up.
Well, recently they tweeted out for fans to suggest people to take on Adrian Adonis and for the NWA champion, and I personally threw my name into the hat, offered him the $50.
Did you call him Adrian Adonis?
What was his name?
Yeah, you're so stoned. You think we're on the Undisputed podcast with Skip Bayless right now, don't you?
It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, I tweeted out. I offered him the $50. He didn't take me up on it yet, but he didn't block me yet either. So I'm still thinking I still got a chance here. If you would like to donate to my GoFundMe to become your next NWA champion, you can find that on my Twitter at Trebuchet LOL. Please donate. Help Trebuchet make the NWA great again. Please donate.
Excellent.
On that note, I want to talk about our SmackDown Top 10 before we end this here podcast.
Shall we?
Since we do this every week.
Did you do the math on those already?
On the old ones, yeah.
On the old for last week's.
Yep, that's the ones we want. But just come on, guys. Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Trebuchet. That just sounds so good together. Make it happen. Send your dollars my way.
Okay.
I will buy it from whoever fucking will sell it to me. What?
So, in first place, still, AJ Styles, with 48 votes. 4 first place votes. Of the 5 people that took this poll, 5 again this week.
That's not going to change.
But he did go up from 47 votes, so you guys get more votes. Charlotte with 42 votes, up from down from 43, but no change in her spot.
Still number 2.
Bobby Roode is up 1 spot to 3.
Whoa!
We've hit the top 3.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are now in 4th. It was 31 votes for Roode, 30 votes for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, with 1 first place vote for Bobby Roode. I wonder who that is. Shinsuke is in 5th with 23 votes, no change. Becky Lynch is up 2 spots. She went from 5th to 8th to 6th in the past few weeks.
What on earth did she do to go
I don't know. I didn't vote for her.
She hasn't. She's been at ringside for a match that her team lost. How the fuck did she go up?
No, I don't think it's this does not reflect that week of wrestling yet.
But last week happened.
Yeah,
last week she lost
her
too.
team still lost.
Her team lost last week
again.
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it really happened before that.
Next week she's gonna be in 3rd.
I can't wait. I love it. I want it. I want
Next
it to
week she's
happen.
in 3rd.
Okay. Then the Usos, no change. At 7th, because apparently, tag team champs, whatever. Baron Corbin's up 2 spots from 10th.
Woo! You're next
8th,
WWE champion, as far as I'm
14
concerned.
votes.
He got a pretty decent vote from me last week for that sell job.
Oh yeah, he had a good week last week.
Oh, yeah. The New Day still at 9th with 13 votes. And then Benjamin and Gable and the Riot Squad are tied for 10th with 9 votes. So really, this is like a top 11 list.
Oh, so bonus spot there, everybody.
Also receiving votes, Rusev with 8 votes, that would be 12th. Naomi in with 5 votes. Dolph Ziggler with 4 votes, up from 3. Randy Orton with 4 votes. Carmella with 2 votes, and Jinder Mahal still with a vote. One
Cool.
vote.
Good.
Out of the poll, Rusev, because he's now only has 8 votes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rusev fell.
I am not moving him because of what Chad told me about how this isn't.
No, go ahead. Why aren't we seeing a lot of Rusev here?
The internet room right now. I can't confirm this, but it seems like
yeah,
it holds true.
Signs are pointing that way.
That
based on what I'm
Vince
seeing.
McMahon isn't loving all the Rusev Day chants. He wants
it to calm down.
Yeah, he thinks you can enjoy it a little bit, but he doesn't want you to have a lot of fun with it. It's like when your parents give you some bubble wrap and you pop that first bubble and everything's cool.
Yeah.
After the 10th one, they're gonna take that away from you.
Like, stop
Don't
it.
don't play with that. I didn't want you to have that much fun with it.
It's the grandpa syndrome. That's what it is.
Mojo Rawley and the Bludgeon Brothers had votes last week, but are no longer getting votes.
Who was it? The Bludgeon Brothers and who else?
Mojo Rawley got votes before, no longer getting votes now.
Like they had votes ago last week, but not this.
Yep,
week.
exactly. Yep. Yeah, they both had 1 vote apiece.
Did I not vote for the Bludgeon Brothers last week? I thought I did.
I don't remember.
I guess not.
But no, guys, it's crazy. Do we want to talk about this week in wrestling at all? A little bit. No. Elimination Chamber happened. We had a 4 Loco party.
Yeah,
we need to bring talk about this a little bit.
Hold on. Showtime ended up winning the Undisputed podcast.
I have the
Championship
results.
of the world.
I would love to hear those
No,
results.
let's hear them.
Let's hear the results, shall we?
Choke these down here.
Oh man.
Hey, I think you're gonna like how I did. I think it will remind you of Bobby Roode.
Oh,
I'm not saying I did good. I'm saying I did glorious.
Oh my lord!
All right, everybody.
That's not a needle. I don't know what is.
pre-show match.
A-Train is not happy.
The pre-show match was Gales and Anderson versus the Miz Taraj. Gales and Anderson won. 8-Train, Lydia, and
that was just our tiebreaker, right?
Nate Dogg and Goad. Myself got it wrong.
That was just a tiebreaker.
That was a tiebreaker, no points. Exactly. Thought I'd bring it up because anyone wanted to say anything about that match.
Sure, no, it was pretty forgetful.
Exactly. Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Lydia, Nate Dogg, and Mo said Bray Wyatt. Everyone else said Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy won.
I believe that was the one I did like a coin flip in my head.
You did. You knew you had.
I had some. I had
guessed even or odd.
Even or odds.
I thought that one could have gone either way.
Asuka took on Nia Jax. Everyone pick out. Everyone got it right.
Nia a 0% chance.
3
of winning
points
this.
for everybody. There you go.
Was that 3 points you said?
No, 3 points.
Oh, 3 points.
Everyone.
So I'm like, did we really make that 3 points?
The Bar took on Titus Worldwide.
They don't just set the bar.
They are the bar. Still, because they won.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still champions. Nate Yard Dog and Mo said Titus. Everyone else said the Bar and get it right.
Well, the Bar's the champs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Current champs still before they were too. Then the women's chamber happened. We had Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Sonya Deville versus Sasha versus Mandy Rose versus Mickie James. And we guessed the first 2 people to start the match, and the only person to get that right was the A-Train.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Sonya and Bayley.
Well done.
Good job on that one.
What was the other top point?
I figured between Alexa, Bailey, and Sasha, one of them was going to start, and then Mickey, Sonya, and
Mandy Rose.
Mandy. M's were throwing me off. Mm-hmm. Mickey and Mandy and Sonya. Figured one of them would start, and from there it was a coin flip for me.
Then we guessed who was the first to be eliminated, and it was Mandy Rose.
Who guessed?
Chad, The Truth, and Ryan got right.
Okay.
Who did Mo guess? I'm just out of curiosity.
Bailey. Most people said Bailey.
I was on the Bailey train.
A couple people said Mickey James. No one else picked anything else.
The reason I picked that is it just felt like if anyone in the ring that couldn't go in an elimination chamber, it would be Mandy. She was by far the in-ring weakest.
That's fair.
Okay, then we had the winner of the match.
The winner match. Good old Alexa.
It ended up being Sasha kind of turned heel a bit against Bailey.
Shocking.
Yeah. And then it became down to just Bliss and Sasha, and then Bliss won.
Who had Alexa to win on that one? That was a pretty.
I had Alexa.
Trebuchet.
That was a pretty.
Chad, Brooke Bruce, Lydia, Devin, Nate Yard Dog, and Mo had Bliss. Me, A-Train, Ryan, and D had Sasha, and then Bailey. The Truth had Bailey.
Interesting.
Then the men's chamber.
Yep.
Was John Cena versus Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns versus the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz.
Miz.
Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins versus Elias. First eliminated was the one prop we did, and it was The Miz, and most people picked The Miz.
Boo.
So that was the Mo, D, Little Dia, A-Train, Chad, and myself picked correctly. We had a few people. It was pretty spread out besides that. Other people that got it wrong. Okay. And then we had for the winner, everyone picked Roman Reigns except me who picked Finn Balor and The Truth who picked Seth Rollins, and the Reigns won. So I really screwed myself over on that. Any comments, questions, or concerns about the 2018 Elimination Chamber
Final
pay-per-view?
scores, please.
Final scores!
Of course you want to hear the final
I
scores.
would want to hear the final scores.
In last place, we have a tie. Nate Yard Dog and myself, because go me. Not getting any winners of the chain. I didn't get that many picks wrong. That's all the champ ones. Just know.
Nate and Cody sitting in a tree.
Then, wow.
L-O-S-I-N.
The Truth also had 5. So, I missed him. Sorry. Mo had 6. D had 7. Ryan had 7. Then we have a 5-way tie for second place. A-Train, Brooke Bruce, Little Dia, Devin, and Trebuchet all with 8.
Oh, okay.
And in first place with 10, Chance Showtime Schultz.
There you go. And that is why he holds the coveted plastic title. Nice job.
It was only a matter of time. I've been here for 3 pay-per-views and I'm already champ.
Yeah. Easy to win, hard to keep.
Yes. I plan on being a fighting champion.
You wait till I win that money in the bank for the mixed match.
I plan on being a fighting champion when I had it too. It did not turn out the way I had planned.
In fact, assuming is Fastlane next Sunday?
Not next Sunday. I think
Next two.
oh my god.
I think it is.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Oh,
If I
thank
hold
you.
this through Fastlane, I would be willing to put it up for grabs against anyone who will take me on in a wrestling trivia contest on this podcast.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I will defend this title away from a pay-per-view because that's the champion I want to be.
Foolish is what you are. You're damn fool, Showtime.
Okay with making one.
I think I'm looking at the only possible contender for that matchup right now, Mr. Trebuchet.
I'm okay. I will do it for the plastic, though. I will take. If nobody else will take you up on that, I will take you up on that.
Open challenge.
Yes.
Are you pulling a Bobby Roode?
I am. First of all, I'm pulling a John Cena with a U.S. title. I am planning on making this title great again, and just like I will make this title great again, Trebuchet wants to make the NWA title great.
Absolutely, love the segue.
Don't donate to his campaign.
Yes, please do it.
So I said it. Can we never talk about it again?
No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. No, it's
worth a shot.
I feel like an angel just got its wings, though. So
that's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy you're happy. Buddy.
There we go. Want to represent the National Wrestling Alliance with pride and respect and all the cheating I can muster up. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Undisputed Podcast. Cody Ghodes.
Want more points to 5 next time.
That's good final thoughts. A-Train.
A-Train's probably gonna be having a talk with Showtime after the show about those Bobby Roode comments.
Uh-oh.
I asked you before the start of the show what you liked about Bobby Roode. You didn't actually answer me.
My exact answer to you was, what don't you like about Bobby Roode? And your answer
and my
was...
answer was, I don't dislike anything about him, but I'm also
And
not
that is
gay
exactly
for him
what
like
I-
you
I
are.
want to know if you guys are running for political office or something with all this question dodging I'm hearing. Like, I'll tell you what I like about Bobby Roode. Beer! Money! That's what I like about Bobby
That was
Roode.
fun. That was fun. I'm glad we did that. My final thoughts are a simple one.
Yes.
I'm really sad Jason Jordan's injured because
Oh, you miss him, don't you?
I haven't called anyone that thing in a while, and I miss it.
What was that one thing?
I think it was nerd. Oh, I love it.
Yes,
I love it.
I missed it. I did. I missed it. I didn't know I liked it so much until it was gone.
Yeah,
Now
no, you never know true love until it's gone. All right. Final thoughts, Trebuchet?
Oh man, final thoughts are: we are still on the road to WrestleMania. Be sure to follow us all. I'm at Trebuchet LOL, at Showtime Schultz, at Gode, at Alex Schummel 23
228.
228. I'm gonna write that down and not remember it next week.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, that's cool. I do not look forward to watching more Impact Wrestling as we move on here. I like to say that we have the realest top 10 rankings in the pro wrestling industry right now. Be sure to check us out at UndisputedPodcast.com. We're on iTunes. We're on all kinds of shit. We'll be back next week. I am Trebuchet. Trebuchet out.